Hello. Hello, Snowdrop. Hello, Diane. Welcome to the Mimi Show.
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia.
Hello, hello, hello.
Lady Letitia. It's Lady Letitia.
I have a lot that I want to share with you guys today.
Lady Letitia.
Okay? And I say we get started.
Lady Letitia.
Have you guys ever remember Diana's hair being long? I don't remember her hair being long. No, I haven't played the Mimi song in a while. Let me see if I can locate it.
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia.
I don't see it.
Lady
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia.
I do have one that I can play. Whoa. How is our Sam doing? Sam, if you're out there, hello, girlfriend.
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia. It's Lady Letitia.
Ooh, I don't see it. I don't see it.
Letitia. Lady Letitia.
Let me look up Sam. Oh, there it is. There it is. Snowdrop has sent me a picture of Diane's hair. See how long it is right there?
Letitia. Lady
It's weird how that light does that. Let's take a look.
Lady Letitia. It's Lady
I didn't realize Diana's hair was that long. Hello, highly sensitive.
Letitia. Lady Letitia. Lady Letitia.
Princess Diana, renowned for her iconic golden pixie haircut, influenced 1980s and 1990s fashion with her stylish, shag cuts and blowouts, blending royal elegance with contemporary flair. While widely recognized for her signature ashy blonde tones and feathered styles, few are aware that Diana briefly embraced longer hair. In 1984, shortly after giving birth
No,
to Prince
Despicable
Harry,
Me, what
Diana
happens,
opted for a
USA?
shoulder-length
Why
cut, tucking it
you
behind
have
her
a
ears, as
president?
noted by Marie Claire. Although she soon reverted to her cropped look, her long hairstyle gained admiration. Resurfaced photos on Reddit surprised royal fans, with one commenting, "Wow, I've never seen that before." She looks beautiful but almost unrecognizable with her hairstyle like
Despicable
that.
Me.
Another added, "I love it too." This may be an unpopular opinion, but I've always thought her 80s chop, though iconic, distracted from her natural beauty.
I think I like it
Others
short.
praised the longer hair for its youthful and age-appropriate vibe, contrasting it with her
I
shorter
think I like it short.
As reactions flooded in, a fan marveled, "She's so beautiful and has a demure cute look that no actress has been able to mimic." Throughout the 1980s, Diana's hairstyles evolved as she adapted to royal life. Her wedding in 1981 featured a striking chin-length cut with bangs, while a stylish bob emerged in 1982, complemented by golden highlights during her pregnancy with Prince William. Sam McKnight, a prominent hairstylist who worked with Diana starting in 1990, was integral to her hair transformation, fostering a creative partnership. Together,
Oh, you
they
did?
explored various
Okay,
styles,
she will.
from pixie
She's
cuts to laid
good at
shags and early
responding.
wolf cuts, establishing her looks as timeless. Anagjit Key Taylor noted that Diana's hair versatility allowed for experimentation, making it adaptable to different face shapes, as reported by In Style.
Let me show you her
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's addiction to drama caused self-inflicted wounds, says royal author. Prince Harry
Hi, Mom. If it wasn't for you and your study habits, I wouldn't be here today.
Wow.
and Meghan Markle's drama within the royal family could have been avoided, said a royal author. So why didn't Harry help navigate palace culture for his future wife? He didn't want to. Royal author Tina Brown writes in her biography, Palace Papers, in an excerpt shared by a news
I do
outlet on
too. I like
Wednesday,
the shorter
August
hair.
20th. Their new complicity
That's kinda
required
messy.
Meghan to fight all the norms he had kicked against for so long. She was now his comrade in arms. Brown compares Markle's entrance as a royal to Camilla Parker Bowles, who married King Charles nearly a decade after his
Can't
1996
compare
divorce
the
from
two.
Princess Diana. Brown recounted that Parker Bowles, 78, was able to navigate her controversial reputation, as both
Their drama has cost them self-inflicted wounds. Self-inflicted wounds. Haven't their drama caused them a lot of problems and issues? I think it has something to do with the fact that Meghan is not successful when it comes to her branding. You know, she's not successful. She's full of drama. She's a diva, drama diva. She doesn't like to be called that, but it's true. You are a diva. And you can't compare her to Camilla. That would be wrong.
both a divorcee and Charles's former
We
mistress,
will be talking
because
about
Charles was willing to
Donald
support
Trump
her.
today.
The royal author claimed that Harry and Meghan's stance was addiction to drama and led to what Brown described as partially self-inflicted wounds for the Sussexes. Prince Harry and Meghan married in 2018, with tensions only continuing to escalate before they eventually decided to leave the royal family and move to California in 2020. An insider close to the Suits actress recently defended her and spoke out on ridiculous double standards the Duchess of Sussex has experienced within the royal family. Can you blame the couple for wanting to escape the peculiar prison of royal life?
Wasn't a
Especially given the
prison.
ridiculous double standards applied to the Duchess of Sussex and Prince Andrew. Bryony Gordon, who has been friends with the star since
It wasn't a
2018,
prison.
told a news outlet on August 7th. Gordon went on to criticize Prince Andrew, the disgraced royal with ties to Jeffrey Epstein, and highlighted how much more effort has been made to protect him compared to Markle. With each sordid allegation, I have become more and more furious that so little was done to help Meghan as she struggled with life in the royal family, while so much was done to protect Prince Andrew. She wrote, "Somehow, Andrew got away with it for decades, while Meghan was branded Duchess Difficult. the moment she so much as asked the queen.
She is Duchess difficult. She's Duchess difficult because she was bullying the staff. Hello, everybody knows that. It's not a secret.
If she might be able to borrow a tiara for her wedding.
If fans have learned one thing from Flipper Flop co-host Christina and
when I first started college, I had a husband.
Okay.
It's Lady Letitia. Letitia.
Let's see what Barack Obama is doing with his daughter, calling her difficult.
It's difficult.
Malia and Sasha Obama.
And Barack's like, well, she's difficult.
Malia and Sasha Obama couldn't be more different. At least that's what Mom Michelle Obama says in an August 20th episode of her IMO podcast with brother Craig Robinson and guests Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. The former First Lady shares why Barack Obama once labeled youngest daughter Sasha as difficult, explaining the former president was used to Malia's way of moving through the world.
Our oldest, Malia, she's going to figure out who you are, what do you like, and let's discuss, right? I used to say Barack was like, when Malia was a teenager, it wasn't like she was going out any less or doing anything differently. She would tell me, I'm going out this weekend, but I'm going to go in and give Dad like 15 minutes. And she'd go into the treaty room and tell me about Syria. Oh, wow, really? Oh, I must be, you know. And then she'd be like, okay, well, I'm gone. Barack would come out of the treaty room going, well, I just had an amazing conversation with Malia. Sasha is like a cat. She's like, don't touch me, don't pet me. I'm not pleasing you. You come to me, you know. And Barack's like, well, she's difficult. I was like, no, the first one was a please.
At Humana, we believe better care begins with listening. That's why our Medicare Advantage plans.
You have kids like that. One's difficult, one's easy, one's different. They all got different personalities.
Call or go.
You know, I only have one child, so I only can.
Michelle says it's important to understand that all kids are different and have their own unique personalities.
If you're not sort of understanding the temperament, so you were probably temperamentally somebody who just understood people dynamic in a different way, right?
You have to be a chameleon.
You have to be a chameleon. And if you can be a chameleon, you know, but some people parent to one child or one personality child, but then you have 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting. Interesting. Guys, do you have that situation where
they're deadly falling out? Tupac and Biggie.
Okay, we'll talk about Tupac and Biggie too. Why not?
Before their deadly falling out.
Back to you guys. What do you think about having more than one? Hello, RC117. Thank you, RC117. Please hit that like button, guys, on the way in and on the way out. I appreciate the love, RC117. Means a lot to me. Thank you. So, sorry, I'm in the Discord. So what do you guys think? Do you guys have any kids? Let's see, or grandkids, or haven't you noticed that kids are different, have different personalities when you have more than one? Some are just different in general. Kids have different personalities. And so I can't compare any different personalities because Me and Eric only had one little bit. We only had one little bit. Meghan's full of drama. She is a drama queen. She walked into the royal family with issues, not being meek and being, acceptable and being kind to people. Meghan came in there with attitudes, with a list of demands, and a very shady character. So very true, Snowdrop. I agree with you on that, Snowdrop. Great comment. Megadu is not successful because she thinks she knows better than experts. Yes, she does. She's a Miss Know-it-all. I know everything. Nobody else knows anything. At least she could be halfway successful if she wasn't so demanding and controlling over everything that she does, because she needs the experts to handle what is going on in her branding, what's going on with her personality, what's going on with her PR stunts. She needs that help, but her PR is off. She is not having luck at producing products and branding herself. She's a fake-a-do, and unfortunately, we see right through that. And she is drama. She came on the scene full of drama, which is interesting because she started off as this nice, meek person, and then I'm going to go along to get along. And then as soon as she married Harry, all hell broke loose. This right here is Tupac and Biggie. They're just going to give us a glimpse about their history, and we'll go from there. Guys, did you also know that there's going to be a documentary? Ooh, babe, put some bits on. Did you guys know that it was going to be a documentary on Hurricane Katrina? It looks really emotional. Did you guys hear about that? Thank you, Snowdrop. I wanted to say thank you for always thinking of me and helping me out on my platform. Thank you for being an awesome moderator. I do appreciate your kindness, Snowdrop. So kisses to you. As a nanny, yes, kids have different personalities. Ooh, interesting, highly sensitive introvert. Did you have a hard time dealing with some kids that were not behaving well? Tell us a little bit more about your nanny. That's interesting. I didn't know you were a nanny. Also, Ziggy Lee Chick with the Crown is a nanny too. But you have 3 sisters. I wonder what your mom would say about each daughter's personalities. I do too. I wonder, can we call her and ask her? Hey, Mom, are you home? I am live with my subscribers, and I was going to ask you a question about all of us girls that you had. Me, Juanita, Chanel, and Denise and Rashonda. Sorry, I know I said Juanita twice. Yes, I'm going to ask you a question, but I'm going to put you on speaker so they can hear you. Okay? Are you ready? She said, well, yeah, calling me and putting me on the spot like that. Okay, it's a simple question. It's not a hard question. Just about our personalities. Hold on one sec. Okay, I got Mom on the line. So, Mom, question.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
She says, hello, everyone. That's Mommy. So we were watching Barack Obama and Michelle, and Michelle was talking about the different personalities that she has with her kids and how they're different. Can you tell me what was the difference between all four of us? Like what kind of personality Juanita had? We'll start with her. Like as far as her temperament, was she quiet? Was she
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was more quiet. You know, when she first started school, the teachers couldn't get her to speak. So they thought she had a disability. But when she would come home, she would talk to the family. But when she got out among people, she wouldn't talk. So eventually she started talking. So she started off real quiet. But now she's more talkative, more aggressive, more opinionated. So, but she started off like, you wouldn't believe that she started out like that, but she did. Real quiet. I mean, she was in kindergarten, she wouldn't even speak. She wouldn't even open her mouth. So the teachers really thought she had a problem, but she did. Like I said, when she would come home, get out of class, she would come home and she would talk to everybody, to the family.
Oh,
so I
wow.
don't know. I think it was more shy. She just had to roll up to people and get used to the people. But once she gets to the first grade, then she would, talking. But that's how she did. But now, like I said, she grew out of it. And now she's more aggressive, she's more opinionated, and, she's more focused on what she's doing in her life now. So she's good now. And that, she's where she's at now.
Yeah, she talks a lot more because her job requires her to manage people and to speak and to do presentations and stuff. So she's very outgoing now.
Right. Like I said, she grew out of it, but she started off real slow.
That is Juanita. That is the oldest one. Now, Denise, which you guys have met in the chat a few times, she's the second oldest. So how was her personality?
She's more serious. She's the serious type. Denise was always serious, and whatever she did, she was serious. And she took note on what she did. But she would take everything serious, her homework, her thoughts, and then she believed in what she had going on, her seriousness.
I can see that.
Yeah, she was always serious.
She's really, whatever she puts her mind to, she does such a good job with it.
Right. She gives it her all because she takes it serious.
So how was my personality?
Your personality has always been bubbly and outgoing, and you like different things in life, and you like nice things. You just like nice things. You like it the way you want it to be. And if it's not the way you want it, then you don't take it too well when it's not what you kind of like want in life. There's certain things you wanted in life, and you just went forward, and you just wanted the best. And if it wasn't the best, then you didn't settle. And you were always reaching for more, for different things, and what you liked, what you wanted. You was more, I like this, and this is what I want.
Okay, that's how Kara is. She's like that too.
Yeah, that's just, you wanted it and you didn't settle, and you didn't stop until you you succeeded on what you wanted. As far as jobs, you said, okay, I'm not making enough money here. And then when you would get a job, you would tell them what you wanted. And then when you would get a job and they would put you in charge, then you would take charge and then you would do it and you would make sure that it was correct. And you didn't do it the way they wanted you to do it. You went over and beyond because their way wasn't good enough. You wanted to be your way. And your way was the best way. And then once you would do that, remember that job you had? And you would have to make appointments and flights and different things like that.
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah, I was in charge of getting everything together. I was like the office manager. Yes.
Right. And you would not settle for what they wanted. You would go over and beyond. And you would do it even better than what they even expected you to do. Because that's just how you always operated.
Okay. And the last child, which is my little sister, what about her personality?
Now, Shonda, she is like her own person. When you tell her something, she wanted her way. It's her way or no way. She got that type of personality. And you can give her advice and she will still say, no, I'm going to do it the way I want it to be. And which sometimes works out good and sometimes it don't. So she needs to listen more. Shonda don't listen. And then she think everybody else idea is not as good as hers.
Okay.
So she's taking up on her own on to do what she think is right, which most of the time is good. Because I think everybody should have their own opinion about what they want to do. And then even if it's wrong, then you will find out and then you won't do that anymore. And then you know that the person told you not to do that. Then you will know, okay, they were correct. They were right. Mom was right. I should have did it the way she told me.
Yes.
And most of the time, if a person don't listen and don't do that, then it's okay to let them go see, because that's how we learn. So I think that's what Shonda do. She has to go and learn. Even now at her age, she still has to go and see for herself, because she don't put all her belief in other people, and she just do it her way.
Okay.
And that's just what she do now. You still do the same thing. You know, you like what you like, and it's just you. And if it's not the way you think it should be, that you want it to be, you go that extra step to make sure that it's correct and the way that you think it should be. And most of the time, it turned out better than you thought it would, and what somebody else thought it would. And Juanita, you know, she like talking, and she's very opinionated, and it's good. It's a good thing. And she like nice things. She loves to shop and buy different things. And she's a good little carpenter. She learned that from her dad. And Nikki, she's just real Christian, real now. She grew up. She's real Christian side, who you all are. You all, got your little Christian godly side to you. So, you're raised to believe in a God, so, you turned out awful. You turned out to be some good young ladies. Not perfect, but excellent. And, you got the all four of you got the personality where, people love you, and because they're friendly, outgoing, and that's why people love you guys. That's why I love you guys, because you grew up to be loving young ladies, and I'm proud of all four of you.
Thank you, Mom, so much for that. I appreciate you telling everybody what type of personality we had, because you had 4 different girls that we're not all the same. We're all different. And my mom just explained how our personalities are different, which I think was very interesting, Mom. Thank you so much for your time and coming on and telling us the story. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Keep my camera for me. I haven't seen you guys in a while. Come visit.
Yeah, she's sick right now, so hopefully she's better by tomorrow. She's got a cough, so we stayed in all weekend this week. But yeah, we'll come visit you. She calls you on the phone. She pretends like she's calling you on the phone. She's Mama and I'm her.
Okay, well, I tell you what, I'll call me later and let me lay eyes on her before she goes to sleep.
Okay, I will. Yeah, because she's napping right now. Okay, Mom, love you.
Okay, tell your flowers I love them and take care.
Okay, Mom says bye-bye, guys. Bye, Mom.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
So she broke it down to, highly sensitive said, I cared for 3 kids. When I left, they were 4, 6, and 9. And year-old were strong personalities. The middle one was a joy. So you even had a favorite one, highly sensitive. Yeah, it does. That's right, Snowdrop. That was a really good suggestion, Snowdrop. I will ask Juanita, the next time she goes live with me to get a perspective of what she thinks her personality is like. That was Mom's perspective. That's interesting, Snowdrop. Snowdrop's sister, big sister. They were different in ways, but had different perspectives of growing up. Aren't we all different? Holly Metadu, but I only had my big sister. Okay, no brothers. Mom says hello and she loves you guys. You're the youngest of 4. Okay. Hello, Heather. Interesting, highly sensitive. Let's put some hearts in the chat for me. I can't see the hearts, unfortunately. But if I go on YouTube, I'll be able to see the hearts. But I love the hearts. Thank you, Snowdrop, for my hearts. I see them. There's my hearts. There's my hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Oh, and I would be really excited if you guys hit the like button. So is Mom sometimes amazed that Juanita went on to do the job she does, being so shy? I think she is, because she's a regional director and she has to have meetings and presentations. And so, in other words, my mom feels like Juanita grew out of her shyness. Oh, okay. Heather has a bob, something like Diana's. I bet it's gorgeous. Yes, it does sound like we were both the same. Go for it. Not shy. I don't remember me ever being shy. I was outgoing. I talked to everyone. Oh, thank you, Diane. I appreciate the compliment, and I know my mom would too. So mommy was Letitia, the bossy sister. Was Letitia the bossy sister? Good question. Let me see who was the bossy one. I would say I was bossy to my little sister because she was the little one. But as far as my older sisters were concerned, no. You're fine, Diane. Oh, the bob suits you. Good. We love Letitia. Yes, we're typing. Is you said it to Letitia's mom. Yes. Snowdrop, thank you guys for the hearts. I am so appreciative. And Snowdrop, you can put it back on normal. I've caught up now. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on. You know what? I think it's really cool that we are incorporating other things into our lives and talk about different things, you know? Let me just add to the Hello, Rosemary. Welcome, everyone. Okay, who knows Biggie Smalls and Tupac? Well, this is just a small segment on these two gentlemen, and then we're gonna move along. I just happened to see it and decided, let's play it.
Tupac and Biggie were close friends, but everything changed when Biggie's wife, Faith Evans, got involved. Before their deadly falling out, Tupac and Biggie were close friends, but everything changed when Biggie's wife, Faith Evans, got involved with Tupac.
And you said that you went to Pac's hotel room.
When Faith got pregnant, Biggie accused her of carrying Tupac's baby, and the media ran with it.
I was a little scared. He was so angry and grabbing on me, like he was enraged.
Everyone blamed Faith for escalating the war between the two men.
Why was I the poster child for the beef?
But nobody knows what really happened between Faith and Tupac, except the one woman who survived.
I didn't really know what I was walking into.
What do you want to say about your relationship or lack thereof with Tupac Shakur?
Well, while I was in Los Angeles, that was when I met Tupac. Tupac told me he was a big fan and that he'd heard my music and that he would love to do a record with me one day. Big had always spoken very highly of Tupac. He really considered him like his homeboy. We get to the studio and the song was called Wonder Why They Call You Big. And it was just all such a very weird moment for me to be in this place and kind of almost realizing that I don't think I'm supposed to be here.
It was evident that Tupac knew what he was doing. Someone took a picture of them. It looks like they were sexually together.
I just knew I needed to get back home, talk to Big, and try to explain to him what really happened. When he finally came to talk to me, he was so angry that I barely got to say much of anything other than, no, that's not true. Like, I wouldn't do that.
Big, on a heart-to-heart, believes her, but then at the same time, he's got all these people in his ear saying, yo, like, how you gonna let her play you like that?
When I decided to be his wife, I wanted to be married to him in a happily committed and trustworthy relationship.
Their love story started during a photo shoot for Bad Boy Records, where Faith was the only female artist signed.
I was sitting at the lunch table having a break, and I think I was looking at some photographs, and he asked, could he see my picture?
Big's like, is that your daughter? And I'm like, yes. And then he's like, oh, I have a daughter too. So he would kind of come and make conversation or stand over me and ask, who is that? Like look at that, like, as if he knew me already.
Something about him was very warm and cozy, that type of guy, just very warm and caring and physical.
You'd never met anyone.
Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want to keep listening to this. Put a 2 if you want to move on. It looks kind of long. It's just a relationship about Faith and Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to move on. Put a 2 in the chat if you want to hear the rest. I'm going to play 1 if you want to move on. 2. Salute to Lady L. So Cyrus, did you put a 2? Yeah, she was married to Biggie. Let's hear a little bit more, then we'll move on.
Like Faith, and he knew that from the second they met her, that he was in love with her.
From the moment he laid eyes on her, he was like, that's my wife. I think we both just knew we had very strong feelings and attractions. That seemed a little strange because it was so soon, but it felt right.
He said, you know, we should just get married.
Y'all are married right now. Oh yeah, no question. That's my old lady. Well, what do y'all think it represents to a lot of young people out there? Unity.
They moved into an apartment in Brooklyn and started their new life together.
I felt comfortable enough to move China over there. He was always just very playful with China. I do know that at some point she likened Big to her dad. That was the feeling that, you know, he gave her, I guess.
But after only a few months, Faith and Biggie's relationship started to change when Biggie's career took off.
Big started being on the road a whole lot more. I mean, and I was on the road as well. You know, by this time my record was out, my career was going pretty well, but he started spending a lot more time away from our apartment. And, you know, he would be in hotels in the city, you know, and it was kind of like, it just didn't feel right.
Big went on the road with the Junior Mafia and Little Kim.
My first impression of Kim was she was cool. I really thought she was cool. She was fun. Big kind of encouraged me to befriend her, you know? It was like, okay, that's his artist. I didn't have a problem with that at all.
He used to be like, oh, take Kim to the gym or take Kim shopping with you or, you know, whatever. I remember even a time when Big was staying at a hotel and Kim was there. But I didn't think anything of it. I remember her going on the radio saying like something about me and Big and there's no rings. And it was just weird to me why she would be speaking on me and our marriage.
Kim was talking about Big in a way that could have been construed as a romantic relationship.
Only me and him could always know what that relationship was.
So Little Kim was in love with Biggie.
I don't know, something just...
Little Kim was in love with Biggie, just FYI. and she was married. He was married to
told me to go to his townhouse.
Biggie Smalls' Faith was.
It was all dark. And I just started touching around, and I felt somebody right there. And he turns on the light, and it was little Kim. And I just started hitting. And then she left. When I left a couple hours later, I had a Land Cruiser, and it was like scratched from like every single inch of the surface of the car was scratched up.
Wow. So Faith comes fighting him because
like she got busy. Oh my God.
Faith was really hurt because she saw Kim as her little sister.
And I just kind of felt like really stupid because I'm like, wait, all this time I've been, really? And you told me to be around her? So I just was very like, I don't think we're going to be together anymore.
No, Big was just younger. He was just slipping up at times, just getting caught up and just, doing stupid. Man, it messed up their marriage.
Wow. I was very humiliated and hurt. But what I'm not going to do is let my feelings right now affect the fact that I have to have stability for my daughter. I still got my own thing over here.
China actually gave me a motivation to figure something out.
Faith called me telling me that she had to move and that she was going to leave Big. And I'm like, where are you going to move to, Faith? Where are you and China going to move? She was like, I don't know. I just have to get out of this apartment.
I just left. I was kind of done.
When her and Big started separating, she felt strange being around any bad boy family events.
I was working, but not as much. I think, and that may have been even on purpose. I was kind of ducking him.
Faith wanted independence from Bad Boy Records and Biggie and started looking for work outside of it.
While I was in Los Angeles, I was working on a new project with these girls. And
okay, that's enough. Honey, is she up? Little bit has woke up. I know, the cutest little baby. Oh, Michelle Lee is a survivor from Hurricane Katrina. One day, Michelle, you're going to have to come up here and tell us your story, if you don't mind. Hello, everybody. It's the time every year that I get tears and chills. We evacuated Grentanine on Saturday, 8/27/2005 in the wake of Hurricane Katrina. I'm a survivor thanks to my daddy's tears. Wow, Michelle. There is a documentary coming out on Hurricane Katrina. It's maybe already out, but it looks like a great to watch. And you can see everything went to hell in a handbasket when the levees broke. So still praying for those people, still praying for those that lost their lives and family members. That was a horrible disaster. Tupac and Faith Evans was, FYI, being said that he had sex with Faith. Tupac did. He said it in a record. I just wonder, was it true? Do you guys believe that, or did you hear anything about Faith Evans having an affair with Tupac? But looks like she left Tupac when he was messing with Little Kim. So there was some issues in their marriage, and then she went off and decided to have a different record label instead of being with Bad Boy Records. That's where we left off at, and we're going to move on from there. Very terrific story, Michelle. Glad to hear you're a survivor, that you made it through. Little Kim said she hated that Biggie movie. Oh, really? What movie, Cyrus? Hello, by the way. She said they projected her as a hoe. They kind of did. I mean, they had rumors going around that she was sleeping with Tupac, his rival. Hello, Judy Bird. Okay, we're gonna move on from Biggie and them. Cyrus, why would he lie about something like that? Good point. No, but it's possible. Good point. Why would he lie about sleeping with this girl if he didn't? Probably just piss him off, but still. And if she didn't do anything wrong, why was she running back to get to Tupac? I mean, to Biggie. I was running back to get to Biggie because of the headlines that were about me and Tupac. No, he was in this. You could tell how she vaguely described her meeting up with Tupac and how she was uncomfortable, which made no sense. Like, did you do something or didn't you do anything? And if you didn't, then you shouldn't feel a certain way. Go down south. All right, we're moving on from Faith Evans, guys.
In April 2018, less than a month before they were set to walk down to the aisle, professional...
Do you know this couple? What is his name? Nikki, Bella, and John Cena. They broke up. Who ain't breaking up?
Wrestlers John Cena and Nikki Bella announced that their relationship was over. What happened? A little and a lot, according to the rumor mill. From conflicting schedules to angry outbursts, there was a lot going on behind the sordid curtains of the Johnnicky engagement. Here's the real reason Nikki Bella and John Cena broke up. No compromise. Cena has hinted that although love is supposed to be a two-way street, he found himself compromising on things he never imagined simply to keep Bella happy. Cena told Us Weekly in March 2018, "We have our problems just like everybody else. Some of our problems are very public, some of them aren't, but we work every day on us. Anytime I get upset, I always just realize that I can't live without her, and I love her, and that's why I cave in on a lot of stuff."
Who caved? Of course he did. John, you did! Yes! Yes! The man's in love. Of course he caved.
You're damn right I am.
Still, not everyone seemed to think Cena was so gracious. A source told People, he always puts himself first. John's first concern is John. He will never put anyone first, and that will never change. That's who he is, and he's very open about it. Expensive cars and shoes are nice, but that doesn't take the place of someone putting your needs first. Too busy. Cena revealed that because of their crazy work schedules, he and Bella sometimes went months without seeing one another, which can doom even the strongest romances. He told Us Weekly.
She sounds a little mean to me. A little mean.
March 2018, she's super busy and sometimes we don't see each other for months at a time. But when we do see each other, it's our time and it's our time together. I think for now at least, that is certainly what's making this work. In fact, these two are so busy that they actually had to change their wedding date and location because of their schedules. Bad press. According to inside sources, John Cena spent a lot of time throwing Bella under the bus while promoting his 2018 movie, Blockers. Understandably, the wrestling diva was more than a little hurt by his words. A source told People, all the subtle and not so subtle ways he kept referencing what hard work it was to be in a relationship, or the ways he never wanted to change, how they didn't need to see each other that often, it was just so hurtful. Cold feet. Apparently, it took a lot of convincing for John Cena to even consider marrying Nikki Bella. And Bella reportedly didn't want to force a reluctant Cena to drag his feet down the aisle. A source told People, Nikki is an amazing, talented, strong, one-of-a-kind woman. Anyone would be lucky to have her in their life. Yet Cena acted more and more like he was doing her a favor by somehow conceding to go ahead and marry her. Bella doesn't need a pity proposal, a pity wedding, a pity husband. She's a phenomenal, tremendous woman. The source added that Cena began to get cold feet as their May 2018 wedding date approached. That may have been one of the main reasons the two decided to break off their engagement. Baby drama. John Cena has long admitted he has no interest in becoming a parent. In a 2014 episode of Total Divas, Cena told Bella, "I'm trying to be a realist. I've told you I don't want to get married and I don't want to have kids. And you do want to get married and you do want to have kids. I feel like there's a time bomb over my head." Though Cena eventually came around to the marriage idea, they still didn't see eye to eye on eventually hearing the pitter-patter of little feet. In 2017, Bella admitted that she was happy to be engaged to Cena, but that she still wished he'd come around to parenthood. It also sounded like she was trying very hard to
My head is telling me this Mike's hot honey shouldn't taste so good on this pizza, but my mouth is telling me to keep drizzling.
What's your heart saying?
That you need to go into the walk-in and get me more mozz.
Excuse me for trying to connect.
Mike's hot honey.
convince herself she was okay with never being a mom, saying, "John doesn't want to have kids, so it's taken a lot of therapy to be okay with knowing I won't be a mom. I'm not gonna lie, there are times when I still pray that one day he'll change his mind, but as of now, no family." Doghouse. Cena admitted to Rolling Stone that in terms of parenting, he couldn't even handle a puppy, let alone a child, with Bella. When discussing his dynamic with Bella, Cena said,
So sad. Their little relationship. What's going on with Beyonce?
Beyoncé is an enigma. She's an international songstress who belts out Leave 'em Girl anthems as her alter ego Sasha Fierce. And then there's her private life, which has been shrouded in controversy, including husband Jay-Z's infidelity and allegations that she hasn't always been truthful about her songwriting process. While she appears to address some scandals head-on, the Lemonade artist remains mum on the hottest topics. Let's dig into the double life of Beyoncé. Run the world? Girls. Many fans are drawn to Beyoncé because of her female-empowered hits, with lyrics that vibe on how she can do with or without a man in her life. This self-proclaimed Black Bill Gates in the making settles for nothing, and she doesn't stop there. In 2017, the singer released a video in celebration of International Day of the Girl, featuring girls from all corners of the globe singing her song Freedom. But while she skillfully uses her platform to build women up in all aspects of their lives, fans were asking questions when it came to her hubby, Jay. Drunk in love. Infidelity allegations have plagued Beyoncé's marriage, and she appeared to address them in 2016's Lemonade. In her scathing track, Sorry, she not only blasts her husband's alleged mistress, aka Becky with the good hair, but also seems to peace out on the relationship. Then, when Jay-Z released 444 in 2017, rumors about his infidelity were all but confirmed. He told the New York Times his issues are rooted in his inability to connect to women emotionally, admitting,
"The hardest thing is seeing pain on someone's face that you cause and then have to deal with yourself."
Despite Jay-Z's admissions and Beyoncé's fiercely independent brand, it looks like this power couple is
We already know about Beyonce's situation. We're going to move on. Okay, here is the key. Okay, trigger warning, trigger warning. There was this young man that has passed away, and it's horrible. We'll talk about it. little bit awake and fully charged. It's good that she is getting rest while she is sick. It really is. I hope she stays asleep. Did Tupac ever say he had sex with Jada? I don't think so. I've never heard him say that. Snowdrop. I think a little bit is up. She took a cat nap. He's doing The Peacemaker on HBO. Love the series. What series is that? Hello, Chick with the Crown. What was 3 years ago? I'm not breaking up with Lady Letitia. I'm here for good. Thank you, Cyrus. I appreciate the love. Oh, okay. You didn't know them, Snowdrop? Yeah, he's an actor. He played in Breaking something dance movie. Oh, he's kind of funny. I could see that. Doodoo Bird. Dana Montana is the one who sent me. Oh, she did. You tell Danny that I am grateful for her sending you over to support me, Cyrus. No, I didn't hear about that. Did you hear about the 7-month-old Emmanuel missing? Parents arrested. Wow. Wow. Okay, listen to this. We'll get to that one in just a sec. We got a lot of info that we're just chit-chatting about. Okay. Oh, that's sad too. What's going on with Donald Trump's health? They're trying to say that something's going down with his health. All right. What were we talking about? So much good stuff here. I'm enjoying the live, aren't you guys? Thank you for the trigger warning. I haven't, Michelle. There are so many horrible things happening and are happening with the little ones. It is heartbreaking. I pray it stops and that the criminals are caught and made to pay 100%. I agree with you. These child abusers need to pay even given the full extent of the law to pay. Yeah, I think they should get the death penalty. Almost, to me, when you violate a little girl or a little boy like that, it is death row for me. And I don't even believe in the death row, but just scare the hell out of them. Yeah. She has CHF. So is he okay, Doodoo Bird? Yes, it's so good to see you back, Doodoo Bird. I saw a clip about a mother who went on holiday and left her baby for 11 days. I turned off because I heard what happened to the baby. Sometimes it's just hard to take. It really is. It really is. So this is a trigger warning.
Detectives didn't buy his account of a deadly shooting. Freddie Costello was in Southeast Fort Worth tonight.
Fort
where the
Worth,
victim's family
Texas.
says he just started an important chapter in his life.
He said, "This is the best time of my life. My first child."
At 32 years old, Destiny Scott says her brother Cody Devontae Scott had plans, ambition to be the best version of himself for his baby girl, Chloe.
Look at Chloe.
Alive, Destiny says he will never.
The baby is so pretty, Chloe. I want another baby, guys.
Never get to have.
I believe I went into shock. I wasn't sure if I even heard it right.
She got the call Monday afternoon that Scott had been shot. His car crashed into a light pole at the corner of East Berry and Edgewood Terrace in Fort Worth, just minutes from his parents' house. And police made a quick arrest. Fort Worth country music artist Christopher Jerome Blanton Jr., who told police he acted in self-defense.
The suspect told police he noticed the victim at this Murphy Express gas.
So the country singer, which sounds really good, said he shot him in self-defense.
And police made a quick arrest. Fort Worth country music artist Christopher Jerome Blanton Jr., who told police he acted in self-defense.
The suspect told police he noticed the victim at this Murphy Express gas station. He says there was no interaction. According to court documents, the victim left before, but still, the suspect says he felt like he was being followed.
Wow.
Police say they ended up next to each other a mile from the gas
I
station.
don't believe
when
it.
Blanton shot at Scott's vehicle.
If you could see inside my chest.
He's in trouble. He shoots inside of his car. This country singer follows him and shoots him in the car. Shoots him? Is that what I heard?
My heart dropped.
Anthony Harris.
This is the guy that shot the guy.
Arrest. Fort Worth country music artist Christopher Jerome Blanton Jr., who told police he acted in self-defense.
The suspect told police
How
he
is this
noticed the
self-defense?
victim at this Murphy Express gas station. He says there was no interaction. According to court documents, the victim left before, but still, the suspect says he felt like he was being followed.
Police say they ended up next to each other a mile from the gas.
They ended up by each other. What happened to the... Well, it looks like he ended up I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. Anyway, what happened was they were side by side with each other on the road. Okay. He was right next. Oh, there it is. They pulled up side by side with each other. And that's when the country singer
shot at Scott's vehicle.
Shot at his vehicle.
Inside my chest, my heart dropped.
Anthony Harris lives across the street from where the shooting happened. He works in the community to try and prevent senseless violence. He says this one hits hard.
Some people can't see surpass right now. They don't see their future.
A future for Blanton that could include a murder charge, and no future for Scott, who will never get to see his little girl grow up.
She is our gift, that he left here.
Destiny Scott says they'll wait for answers, knowing there has to be more to this story.
I love you, little brother.
In Fort Worth, I'm Brittany Costello.
Who are you talking to? Oh.
Everybody's always say, oh, why you moved to Charlotte? Because I heard the Queen City needs a king. The Queen City.
It's unclear how Malik died. He was a member of Alpha Kappa Psi fraternity who shared the news of his death on Facebook, remembering Malik as a light to everyone.
Past weekend, I was invited by TikTok for their Black TikTok event here in Atlanta. The event was here at the Trap Music Museum, and it was such a vibe. I had such an amazing time.
Malik was best known for his TikToks.
Okay, so we're going to move on, but that is so sad. We'll pray for the family. We will pray for the family. He had just had a baby. So sad. What a senseless crime. I saw a clip about a mother who went on holiday and left her baby for 11 days. That's crazy. Here it is right here. Video of mom goes viral on vacation, leaves baby. Here it is right here, Snowdrop. The baby must just left the baby.
A baby has died after being left alone while her mother vacationed in Puerto Rico, detectives say.
With no food, maybe milk, the clothing she had on, and the diaper she was wearing.
Police in Cleveland, Ohio say the 16-month-old had been left in her crib for 11 days.
This baby loved her mother. She needed her mother, and her mother betrayed her.
The baby's mother, Crystal Candelario, has been sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for her actions.
That's the mother.
This is probably one of the most difficult, horrific cases to listen to.
It is difficult.
And to see.
Candelario's sentence.
A whole mother, Snowdrop. A whole mother left her baby. How sad is that? It's horrendous. It's trigger warning, guys. It is trigger warning to my replay people. This show is going to be about a lot of different things, a lot of different topics that we're talking about. I just want to dabble in different content because I know we've been talking about Meghan a lot, but why not talk about other things that's happening in the world as well? And so this was a horrific tragedy. Horrific tragedy. Mom goes on vacation and leaves the baby at home 11 days by herself. Not a week, not 3 days, not a day. I won't even leave my dog alone. I will have a babysitter for him, or he goes with, let alone leaving a whole baby. How can you even go to sleep at night knowing that you got a whole child somewhere else waiting and depending on you. See, people like this almost needs the DF, the penalty. I'm not a believer I'm not an advocate for death penalty, but stuff like this, torture. This baby was tortured. It's a shame. Well, according to Miss Jagster, it's all part of the plan to get JD Vance in power, and that was linked to Candace Owens, and of course, her and Tootsie Roll Diddy to do. Wow, imagine another person at a pistol patrol station and on the road. Would you remember a car a mile down the road? No. You're focused on other things. You're focused on getting to your next destination. You're not thinking about a car you pulled off and saw miles back. No, I think this singer was looking for trouble. I really do. Now he's jacked up his career, has made someone lose their life. And now he may spend the rest of his life in jail, but at least he'll be alive. This young man has gone to glory land and left a little baby behind. Thank you, Diane. Trigger warning, trigger warning. Letitia, this trial may be a good one to follow. You could do some of the trial feed, and maybe Nate, the lawyer, or others will cover, and you can comment. Snowdrop, you're always looking out for me, sweetheart. Thank you so much. I think she's been convicted of life in prison. She's been convicted of life in prison. So her trial, I think she's already been convicted. But we can keep up with her. These parents leaving babies need to be made an example. Give the babies to a relative. Our screen love to adopt. People would love to adopt. This are demonic, heartless beings. They are. Shoot, bring the baby over my house. I'll keep the baby. Yeah, there's too many people out here that would love to have a child, love to be a mom, love to be better than what this mother would do. It's a shame that she would do something like that. Go out on a whole vacation. When I go to the store, I miss my little one. I'm like, I'll be back soon. I'm going to the store, you know? When I get back, her and daddy are hiding somewhere in a closet or something, and I have to go look for them. No food, no water. The baby suffered. She's dirt and sick in the head. That's what makes her sick. Why didn't she leave the baby with someone? She could have left the baby next door at a neighbor's house or something. At least the baby would have got some milk and stuff. What a hideous person she is. She should never see the light of day. The baby probably did cry herself to death. It's a shame. I don't know if the neighbors would have heard the baby crying. But you know what? That's a good question, Snowdrop. Would the neighbors have heard the baby's crying? Heard the baby crying? But sometimes, even if you hear the baby crying, you think, oh, well, the baby's just crying. The mom is probably in there taking care of the baby. No, she's not. She's evil. She's evil, selfish, self-centered people that only think about themselves. You had a whole baby. If you didn't want the baby, put it up for adoption and give it to the state. Like, why do that? You have options. I think if a mom feels like they can't take care of the kids for whatever reason they come up in their mind, I commend those parents to give the babies to the state. I really do. I commend them in giving the baby to someone else because they know they can't take care of the baby.
She spoke using a translator.
Le pido perdón a Dios y a mi hija.
I ask forgiveness from God and from my daughter, Ghislaine.
Her defense attorney believes mental health played a factor in her decisions.
Mental health?
WOIO.
I mean, just by reading the headline, you could tell that, this is probably...
No, there wasn't nothing. Oh, we're going to watch this. No, there's no excuse. You can't blame mental health on everything. She wouldn't want to be left alone for 11 days by herself with no food and water and milk. So don't give me that. That's a bunch of BS. Went on vacation. She knew exactly what she was doing.
Something deeper going on.
This is Inside Edition Digital.
Look at this. Okay. I know I'm all over the place today, guys. That's just because I'm finding stuff as we go along. I hope you enjoy it, the different variety of things that we're going through. And we're hitting them and we're going on to the next, okay? Because I do want to get to Meghan Markle. I have some stuff I would love to show you guys of her and some articles about her. And so we will be going over that. Hopefully we get to that. This is the most heart-stopping moments. Are you guys ready for this? It's a trigger warning. Okay. No food or water. That baby suffered. She stirred and sick mom. Baby cried itself to death. You think the neighbors would have heard the baby crying? Snowdrop, you're right. The crying. Hello, beautiful Lizzie. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Oh, I was adopted by the best people ever at 3 days old. Good for you, Diane. And those are your parents. And that's what you do. You give the child away if you can't handle the responsibility. But you don't neglect your responsibility and put baby in harm. Yes, Letitia means the Fort Worth case with the country singer. There was a country singer, the black guy that was singing. He shot the gentleman that had just had a baby and at a stoplight. Just shot him in his car. It's a sickadoo. That was another case. And exactly, they need to let the babies be adopted early before they become children with major problems. Exactly. Because the children, they didn't ask to be here. They didn't say, lay down, have sex, and have me. No, they're innocent little bodies that need their mom and daddy at that age. It's a need. You have to take care of the baby. It's common sense. Quick question down south. Did she keep the baby for the monthly assistance? Hello, Jay Breezy. Yeah, we're on a sad case now, Jay Breezy. Thanks for the hearts. Good for you, Diane. It is such a blessing. I totally agree with you. If you can't take care of me as a child, then give me away to somebody that will take care of me. And no disrespect to the people that give me away. I mean, I could say I would be disappointed if I got, had a foster care. But again, I wouldn't be upset because I know that my mom and dad couldn't take care of me. So therefore, they gave me to a loving family. And I would rather have that than not at all. You remember the woman that left her kid at home? People are paying to have kids, going through in vitro, going through major medical procedures to have children. And for this mom to be straight neglect, it's really pathetic. Hello, Pain. Thanks for coming in. Okay, now, guys, this right here are some moments. See, my little bit got a cough. Oh. Yeah, we hate when she has to cough. But she's such a big girl. She says, Mommy, I'm better now. Okay, this is trigger warning too. These are some moments in time that are horrific. Crashes. This guy is taking over his wheel and hitting the stop button. I don't know why. So I have never seen this before. So buckle up. Yes, I will follow up on here. Let me make myself a note. Snowdrop. Okay, follow up. Fort Worth. Singer kills father. Okay. What else should we keep up with? The trial about her. She's going to jail for life. The one that left her kid on vacation for 11 days. And as far as the Fort Worth singer that killed that father, this just happened not too long ago. So I'll keep you guys posted and see if the guy gets convicted of killing the father and unaliving the father. And I think he should get life in prison, to be honest. Okay, trigger warning. I don't know what we're about to watch, but hang on to your seats.
It's from 2023. In October, a 7-year-old came face to face with a black bear while riding his scooter. The bear approached the boy, Without panicking, the boy stared the animal down until the bear stopped in his tracks. Then, out of nowhere, a neighbor appeared with his arms raised. He fearlessly approached the animal and engaged the bear in a game of hide and seek. The neighbor pursued the bear from behind the car until the animal finally got spooked and ran away.
It got so quiet in here. How did I?
Oh!
Alexi Reyes and Nathan Reeves from Houston, Texas were lucky to safely walk away from this crash they caught on tape in March.
Holy. Oh my God. What the just happened, dude? How did I?
Whoa.
In May, it was absolute terror when a passenger opened an airplane door mid-flight.
Oh.
194 passengers were on board. The plane was 600 feet off the ground, minutes from landing in South Korea when it happened. Les Trent explains.
Witnesses say the passenger was sitting next to the emergency door. He apparently showed no signs that anything was wrong when he suddenly removed a plastic cover, pulled a lever, and the door slid open.
Wow.
Afterwards, 9 people were treated at the hospital for breathing difficulties.
I see him! I see him!
In July, heroes raced to save a man who'd just fallen off the Ambassador Bridge that connects Detroit, Michigan to Canada.
Okay, wait. Let's talk about it. Someone opens the emergency door on the airplane. Can you guys imagine being in the airplane and some idiot opens the door, the latch? Oh, thank you, Diane. That is so sweet. What'd you say? Oh, thank you. I know, it's so wonderful. Diana has wonderful parents. It's so good. It just goes to show you things work out for the better, even when you're not with your biological parents. And it's sometimes better to be with some other people, I do believe. Because if just, for instance, if my mom couldn't take care of me, I would prefer to her to give me to someone that could. That doesn't say that they don't love you. They're just being honest with their situation. I wish she would drink. What about 7-Up? Will 7-Up be good for her, Snowdrop? Because she won't drink anything. The only thing she'll drink is milk, sometimes water, and coca. I gotta be careful on the coca. She does drink a lot of coca. Let's try to not give her so much coca, babe. Because I don't want her to get diabetes or something stupid like that. You never know what cray-cray will freak out on a plane, train, or public transportation. You don't know. You don't know what could happen. Look at this person falling off the bridge. Left them for dead. Left the baby. Left the whole baby, Lizzie. No excuses. You know what you're doing. Deserve life. No sympathy. May rest in peace, baby girl. Exactly. Exactly. I'll try ginger ale before 7-Up. Ginger ale. Would she drink ginger ale? She won't drink. She will only drink certain things. Ooh, she's got a cough. Maybe put some Vicks on her. Thanks, honey. Somebody went pop-pot. Good girl. Looks like it. Get the 0 Coke or 7-Up. Okay, down south. That's what we've been doing, getting the 0. And she still likes it with the 0 sugar. Yeah, it helps with upset stomach. That's why you always keep the seatbelt on. It's one of my fears. My sister Juanita is like that too, Snowdrop. Because when I pick up a little bit, it's hard getting her in her car seat when we're driving off from me picking her up. So I have to sometimes pull over and put her in her seat. But lately she's been getting in her seat, which is really good, which is such a big girl. Put some honey in the milk. Okay. I'll try that, Snowdrop. Honey. I think I ran out of honey. I'm going to get 2 of them. No, 1 is good. Water and lemon and a little honey. That would be great. She just started coughing because she had a runny nose. So now it turned into a cough. It does sound delicious, Pain. Honey and milk. Oh, what little one is coughing. Okay, look at this. What's going on the bridge? What I was going to say is that would scare the hell out of me if someone opened the door on a plane. No dairy. Uh-oh. Try thinking of ways to put the honey in there. Okay, I'll try to figure it out. Yes. She's doing all of that, Snowdrop. Okay, we'll watch this, and then we're gonna watch a little clip from what's her name? Ghislaine Maxell, the lady that with the Epstein files. Oh, and then we're going to talk about how much weight we've lost. Today is weigh-in day. Everyone that is with my Discord and with the app, whoever's doing it with me, it's weigh-in day, okay? So you go in. You go in for you. Okay, challenges. Letitia. I see some people on here. Okay. Where do you put? Where do I put? I'm just looking for I can't find where I need to. Okay, here we go. How do I add weekly progress? I don't know how to put my weigh in. There it is. Weigh in. I weigh 213 now. I was 220. Now I'm 213. Or was it 212? 212. I've lost 8 pounds since we started. Oh, I earned a badge. I earned a 10-pound weight loss badge. I earned a 5.5-pound weight loss badge. So I went from 220 to 216 to 212. I'm on my way. By next week or so, I should be under 100 pounds. Current gold. All right, and I need to do another workout. Let's see what's going on over here. Letitia, you should try on some clothes from a month ago and see if you have lost loose clothes. Maybe try the outfit you wore for Kira's party. Did you have photos to compare? Snowdrop, that is a great idea. What I'll do is I need to lose more pounds. There's some clothes I bought a long time ago that I still probably can't fit in. And so once I lose that weight, I will try those on. As a matter of fact, I will just try on some older clothes and see how they fit. Hello, Minnie's Curls. It's so good to see you. Thank you for the congratulations. I'm going to join for the exercise. I don't need to lose weight, but exercise we need for our heart, lungs, and muscles, etc. Exactly, Diane. I know, I got a whole badge. I got a badge for losing 5 pounds, and I got a badge for losing almost 10 pounds. So don't forget to weigh in. I know, I'm so glad. I'm still in the 200s though, which is icky. Who wants to be in the 200s? Not me. But I'm almost there. I say by next week, I should be down to at least 100 and something, under 200.
In July, heroes raced to save a man who just fallen off the Ambassador Bridge that connects Detroit, Michigan to Canada. Spencer Baker fell 150 feet into the Detroit River.
Wow.
A family nearby saw it all happen and went looking for help.
You see somebody? Yeah, he right there. Somebody just got He was working on the bridge.
We heard really loud banging on our side door and people yelling that somebody had fallen from the bridge. They were pointing to help us. They're like, there he is, there he is.
I see him. Get him, get him, get him. Right there. They got him. They got him.
He really wasn't swimming. He was just bobbing in the river and he had no life jacket. Once we got him out, we put a blanket on him and just reassured him. He just kept asking why was he wet and what happened to him over and over again. I said, you fell off a bridge.
Yeah, he's breathing.
I remember falling and I was just thinking that this is it, man. My life's over.
Oh,
Never
wow.
get to see my daughter again.
The people that really deserve the credit were those folks in the park that saw him fall and did something.
These friends were enjoying the 4th of July when a truck pulled up and someone threw a firework directly at them.
Wow!
It blew up the first time and then it did that big spark at the very end, which of course scared all of us.
Once I got a clear sight of this large firework, I had about a split second before it popped up.
Okay. Here's the problem I have with these people sitting on the porch not moving and shit. How are you going to sit on the porch and see something flying at you and then not run like hell? Okay? I would have been running. I wouldn't have watched it. I wouldn't have tried to see what was going on. I would have just ran. This idiot in a truck throws a fire sparkler or whatever, firecracker, over in a group of people on their porch. And then they didn't move. Look how they all stayed on the porch. Let me show you again.
The 4th of July when a truck pulled up and someone threw a firework directly at them.
It blew up the
The
first
only
time
person that
and
ran
then
was
did
that one
big
guy.
Spark at the very end, which of course scared all of us.
Once I got a clear sight of this large firework, I had about a split second before it popped off and then truly blew up.
This woman grabbed her leg after getting burnt.
You okay? Hey, you okay? I went and helped with the kids that were there, make sure that they were okay.
Somebody could have got hurt.
In March, a New Jersey house exploded with 6 firefighters inside.
Our house literally lifted off the foundation and came back down. It was like the Wizard of Oz.
Miraculously, all 6 of the firefighters survived.
Oh, wow.
Where you guys at? Where's the baby? Where you guys at?
In June, officers saved the day when a little girl was unresponsive after falling into a swimming pool.
Come on. Come on.
They searched for signs of life and patted her back.
There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go, baby. Come on, baby. I got a beat. She's her heartbeat.
After 40 seconds, medics took over.
We were just seconds away from where the call was at. Right place, right time.
Come on, baby.
In February,
That's why I keep a lock on my door, like a chain, to make sure that Little Bit doesn't wander outside and by the pool and fall in or try to get in to go swimming or something like that. So we have chains on our doors and alarm systems everywhere on each door. So whatever door you open in my house, it'll say that door that you're opening, like back door, side door, front door. You know, it makes a loud noise. It tells you what's actually going on so that, you know, if anything, like if she gets up and wanders out, if she happens to open a door, we'll hear the door say, doors open. Oh my God, this is so awesome, Letitia. I've missed so much. I wanted to know your meal diets. Nothing, Minnie's girls. Girl, I haven't been eating anything, to tell you the truth. Apples. That's my diet. Apples. I eat an apple at night when I get real hungry. I did have some yogurt the other day, but I'm barely eating. It's called barely eat. Just eat enough to make your stomach not hurt. Yeah. But I can start. I'm starting to feel the weight loss in my neck. You know, but I still got a ways to go. I still got a fat belly and some big thighs. Because I'm at 200 pounds. I'm in the 200s, which I haven't been 200 since the baby. Yeah, it looked like the Wizard of Oz, didn't that? With the house with 6 firemen in there, and it blew up, and the house came up off the ground and came back down. Ain't that something? Thank you so much, Lizzie. I am losing this weight, guys. I am not playing around. You guys have motivated me to want to lose the weight. And I'm on a mission to lose this weight. We have 2 months. I have 2 months to lose 40 pounds. And I'm trying to lose a pound a day. Okay? A pound a day. We have to keep our babies safe. You are on top of this. You're on top with it. Warning signal. I like that. Yes, the warning signal in the chain on the door. Yes. Trigger warning, guys. I know people don't always react. I would have ran and kept running. That's my reaction. Run and keep running. Hello, Rosemary. We have people still blowing up firecrackers, and these sound like bombs. The car alarm starts going off, and they are doing this early hours in the morning. Shame on them, Rosemary. It's over. 4th of July is over. It's come and went. I have arthritis in my lower back. Mike's been rubbing CBD oil on me. Oh, how long have you had that, Doodoo Bird? That CBD oil should work too. I really enjoy the chat and all the help that they do. Salute. Salute. Salute to you too, Cyrus.
Car went airborne on a Georgia highway.
It went airborne.
As police responded to an accident, they witnessed a wild crash on the other side of the road. A car slammed into the back of a tow truck and flew through the air.
Look at that. Ooh.
It soared about 120 feet before hitting another car when it landed. The 21-year-old driver survived but had severe injuries.
Ooh.
In March, a teenager was spotted driving over 100 miles an hour before this frightening crash. Police in England say the 19-year-old joyride could have taken lives. The driver swerved dangerously between lanes as police pursued his vehicle.
Wow, what an idiot.
A swerve at the wrong time sent the car slamming into a 29-ton truck. Fortunately, the truck driver and the police officer only had minor injuries.
He was
the 19-year-old was in a coma for 4 days following the collision.
Wow.
In April, a school bus driver began feeling faint. She fanned herself with her hat, then called headquarters. Before she could pull over, she lost consciousness. That's when the 7th grader, Dylan Reeves, jumped into action.
Wow.
He ran forward, grabbed the wheel, and stomped the bus with 60 students.
Someone call 911. Now.
In January, a pickup truck crashed into the lobby of a police station in Colorado.
Okay, there's a lot going on. Let's talk about it. Did you see that car go in the air when it went up that ramp and then it was airborne? He was in a coma for 3 days. A young guy, okay? Then this guy with the white car is swerving in and out of traffic and ends up hitting this truck. That was scary. Now, this truck has entered a building. This is scary. Like my bedroom, it's really scary because we live by a main road, okay? And my bed faces the road. But I have a gate that would stop people from coming in there. But if they're going really fast, and they could probably penetrate our bedroom, and there we be. I thought about moving my bed around to a different wall in the room. Yeah, I was just thinking, should I rearrange my room? No, we're gonna leave it just the same. Do you get the email I sent you about a dessert for diets? You can starve yourself. Your body will think you need to store calories. Yeah, I've been starving myself. I'm just gonna be honest. In Australia, all pools have had a half wall or fence around them, have to have a fence around them. Well, they used to be like that separate for the garden fences. Like I had to, when I bought this house, I had to have the correct chain on the door, on the gate. Now my gate to my backyard is pretty secure. So just in case someone else decides to walk and go in my pool, you know, it's not that easy. Jay Breezy said he has lost 4 to 5 pounds, and I want to thank LL for motivating me to get on this road. Way to go, Jay Breezy. Way to go. So proud of you. So proud of you. Keep it up. I will only lose 14 pounds a month. We will see, Snowdrop. If I'm not eating anything, it's hard to gain anything. Realistically, 14 pounds a month. What's that total? 38 pounds? Calendar, calculator. 28 pounds. That's not enough, Demon Dictator. I need to lose 40 pounds divided by 2. That's 20 pounds a month. So, Demon Dictator, I have to lose at least 20 pounds per month. It can be done. Acupuncture. Interesting. Yeah, Judy Bird did try to tell me that too. All of you guys are trying to tell me that I can't lose. Like, I'm probably too aggressive. Accidents that are really horrendous and unusual. I know we here make news on social media around the world, but also even in our own. Well, that cost the taxpayers millions, the Joyrider. Judy Bird, me too. Someone told me I was being negative. Negative? It is just being realistic. If you have unrealistic targets, it can make you lose heart and give up. Oh, no. Mama Lucy ain't going nowhere. She is losing this weight, even if she doesn't lose the 40 pounds in 22 months. In 2 months, I plan on losing the weight. It's realistic. Trust me. When did we start this sucker? I've already lost 8 pounds. And within a week and a half? A week. I feel like we've been on this thing for a week. Thank you, Jay Breezy, for being a part of our team. Thank you so much.
Surveillance video showed the silver Chevrolet Silverado driving to the front of the police station and then plowing through, shattering glass and sending debris everywhere. An officer held out his gun, pointing it at the driver. He stepped out of the truck with his arms up and was ordered to the ground. Then police swarmed and arrested him. In February, a puppy leaped out of a moving car on a busy Los Angeles freeway right into speeding traffic. Jim Murray explains.
The dog's owner says Sophie was in the front seat of his Tesla when he rolled down the window to let in some air. That's when he says the dog suddenly leaped out of the car.
Sophie's owner, Ryan Kramer, and his family pulled over to the side of the road. The camera on their Tesla recorded them as they looked for her. Then they returned to their car carrying Sophie.
I see her on the side, and
poor
unfortunately, a gentleman
Sophie.
behind me had stopped also, put on his blinkers, and kind of slowed down traffic.
Sophie suffered a fractured hip.
Sophie jumped out of the car. Did you guys see that? No, I'm not snug up. I understand what you're saying, but let me tell you something, girl. I am on a mission. A mission to lose this weight. I promise you I will lose 40 pounds in 2 months. I promise. I promise you. You're going to be like, damn, she lost the weight. It might not be healthy. It might not be a good thing to do. It might be almost a bad thing to do the way I'm trying to lose weight. But I have to lose it. It's by all means necessary. And this is the way I know how to lose it. And that is drastically stop eating. And eat just enough. Oh. Oh, wow. What a story, Rosemary. You have won the comment of the day, Rosemary, with your comment. It's such a wonderful story. Look at little man. He was all in the middle of the road. Letitia, even male would struggle to lose that a month, even lose weight faster due to their hormones, etc. I figure if I stay on the shaky machine, I've already lost 8 pounds, and I have about 12 more pounds to go for me to been and lost this weight in 1 month. So let's just say, for instance, I lose 5 pounds this week, 5 pounds the next. I'm at my goal already. So I really think I got this. I know it's good that Sophie made it. Yeah, I'm listening to your advice and I appreciate the advice. And I know, Snowdrop and Demon Duty Bird, that I am doing an aggressive diet. Who's coughing? I think my husband's getting sick too. That's it right there. That's what I'm probably going to lose. My vitamins and lose bone density. Maybe I need to get some vitamins. Okay? Some vitamins, guys. Look at him. Oh,
from her jump, but was otherwise.
He had a fractured
put on his blinkers and kind of slowed down traffic.
Sophie suffered a fractured hip from her jump, but was otherwise A-okay.
And I see her on the side, and unfortunately a gentleman behind me had stopped also and put on his blinkers.
He almost got ran over.
Sophie suffered a fractured hip from her jump, but was otherwise A-okay. In March, fierce wind blasted this apartment building, then suddenly
a couch just flew.
A couch?
It almost hit that guy right there.
The couch flew off a balcony of another building and it landed right on the San Francisco street.
When I saw it fall to the floor, there's a guy standing, 10 feet away or 15 feet away maybe. That became really surreal.
In January, this couple ran for their lives as an intense tornado whipped around them. They didn't know whether to stay or seek shelter outside their RV. They decided it was too dangerous inside their vehicle. The woman grabbed their 2 dogs and ran right into the tornado and into a watery ditch. Allie Chapman posted after the disaster.
As you can see, we're safe, we're standing, we're good.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
In February, a witness took down a fleeing drunk driver.
Go kill somebody!
The suspect had just blown through a red light in a Dallas suburb, slamming head-on into a family of 4.
Oh! Right there. You see what you did?
The driver was killed, and his wife and their 2 sons were badly injured.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a car in the Jeep out into an Impala.
Several other Good Samaritans came to the rescue. In June, a guy hiking on a narrow trail in Oregon heard a faint cry for help in the distance. He raced toward the sound and found a young woman holding on to her mom who had just slipped down the trail.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. I got her by the foot.
He grabbed her other foot.
Mom, it's going to be okay.
Mom was willing to sacrifice herself, fearing she would pull her daughter over the edge.
Oh, wow.
No. You're not going anywhere.
We got you.
You got to hold on both feet.
I can't. I only have one arm.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Oh, Mom. Oh, crap.
I'm pulling you up. I'm sorry. I'm pulling you up.
Mom, let him
Here.
help.
Let your feet go down. Let your feet go down.
I am.
Give me your other arm.
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna try to get under your armpit here. Ready?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a big hoist here. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God.
It was a dire situation. By the time I got to her, her daughter having one arm was definitely at a disadvantage to hang on to her. She did an awesome job. I was definitely in the right place at the right time.
In April, Tyler Morrell was delivering a large pepperoni pizza to a customer when a speeding car suddenly skidded onto a lawn across the street.
Oh! So then I hear the screech, and that's what catches my attention.
The suspected car thief tried to make a run for it. That's when Tyler made a split-second decision.
I was on the sidewalk, so right here, I hit him, right? And he goes flying. Probably the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
In October, masked gunmen got a nasty surprise from a Seattle homeowner. They pushed against the door and tried to kick it in, but they weren't prepared for what happened when the door gave way.
Look at this.
One invader hits the deck as the homeowner fires through the outer glass door. All 3 suspects take off running.
Wow.
In February, 2 powerful earthquakes struck Turkey and Syria. This reporter was doing a live shot when a strong aftershock hit. He fled with everyone, and when the cameraman turned around, you could see what a close call it was. Then the reporter ran back to help a family emerging from the debris. He grabbed a child in his arms and tried to comfort her. This is Inside Edition Digital.
Well, I enjoyed that.
These were the most...
Okay, and we will watch more of this later. I'm going to save this. Hopefully my baby will be able to go to school tomorrow. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get some vitamins, guys. I know. Did you see that tornado coming? They had to get out of that camper. Exactly. Exactly. If I could lose the weight and then try to maintain it, that's the thing. That's what I'm afraid of losing the weight and then not being able to maintain it. I am very devoted. I think you guys motivated me to do this. I live in Oregon area and hiking can be dangerous here. Yes, that lady that was off the cliff and that man happened to hear to help her pull her up. That was scary. You can't starve yourself. You can't starve yourself. Tell no exercise because of the flabby arms and crevices. Yes, I don't want to be flabby. So I've been doing some of these, with the weights. Where's my weight? Here it is. It's 3 pounds. And I sit here and do this. Work it out, girl. Work it out. Work it out. Okay. I know. What a save. Yeah, unknown reason why Megan's dog was hurt. Interesting. Thank you for the trigger warning. I know, good for those people that came to help. Potassium. To throw bananas in your mix. I love bananas. We have bananas. Yeah, I was eating a lot of bananas. See, and I want to make sure this doesn't flabadoo. My arms are small just in general. All right, let's see what else we got going on here, guys. We'll save this for another day. Oh, this is sad, guys. Trigger warning, trigger warning.
Her sleep. Police say the man who stabbed her to death. A beloved teacher is stabbed to death in her sleep. Police say the man who stabbed her to death was her own son. We're breaking down what happened and what the alleged killer said to police about why he killed his mom. Thanks so much for joining us on Law and Crime. I'm Elizabeth Milner. Laura Lyons is described as dedicated, compassionate, and someone whose teaching touched countless lives. When news came down that she was murdered, it shocked her community, especially when they found out her son allegedly confessed to the crime. In October of last year, Laura Lyons posted this sweet message about her 19-year-old son, Connor. She wrote on social media, "Thank you, Connor. You and William are the best sons in the world. Now I have a bridge." Much of her social media page is filled with sweet photos about her kids and featured photos of her son, Connor. 7 months after Laura made that post about Connor, she was dead, killed allegedly by the very son she appeared to adore. But what happened? On May 23rd, deputies with the Caddo Parish Sheriff's Office in Louisiana were dispatched to a local home. Dispatchers reportedly said they got a 911 call from someone who said, "My brother killed my mother." And this didn't happen in the wee morning hours. Deputies were called a little after 2 p.m. Why is that important? I'll explain in a sec. By the time deputies arrived to Laura's home, she was tragically already dead. And her son Connor, unlike some suspects, didn't run or flee. Deputies found him on the back steps of the home. They handcuffed him, advised him of his Miranda rights, and he was taken into custody. Now, we tried to get our hands on the full criminal complaint. However, because the case is still active, the Sheriff's Department declined our request. It's unclear what happened in the lead up to the murder, but here's what we do know according to local reports. Connor allegedly told investigators that he was hearing voices. It's unclear if Connor had a history of mental health issues, if that was the first time he experienced that. All of that we just don't know. Connor allegedly told authorities he stabbed his mom 3 times, and the stabs were in horrific spots too, right into Laura's neck. Now, I mentioned earlier that the timing was interesting. Deputies were dispatched at 2:11 p.m. on May 23rd, but Connor allegedly told investigators he did this while his mom was sleeping. Now, obviously, I'm not a detective or anything, but in my head, I'm thinking one of 2 things happened. He either stabbed her while she was napping or stabbed her the night before and just left her there. Again, we just don't know. We know that Laura's body was reportedly found in her bed. When reports came out about her murder, it rocked her community. There are tons of comments under a Facebook post shared by Mansfield High School, where she was a teacher.
Really, really sad story. I got sad stories today, guys. Sorry about that. Let's move on. Okay, here's a picture of Catherine and William. Okay, this one's playing music, so I can't play that video. We're done with this one. That's Tiger Wood. Harry and Meghan deal is a slap in the face at Netflix, as Netflix gives them a condition to get paid. They need the money. Here's an article about her and Netflix and what Netflix is going to do with Meghan. Rosemary, I think protein shakes daily because I can't eat solid foods. Oh. Trigger warning, trigger warning. Remember, we are all just chatting in here. No one is giving dietary advice. People should contact their doctors before undertaking weight loss or new exercise, especially in underlying conditions. That's right, Snowdrop. Thank you, guys. You guys are on it, on it, on it, on it, on it. Ooh, a salad sounds good. I wonder, should I get one of those tonight? I don't know. I may go buy one. Maybe go get me a salad. Honey, I thought about getting a salad. What time do they close? Oh, I want to show you guys this house real quick while I am looking for something else.
Want to look at big apartments in Tribeca with me?
I'm so excited to be hosting a live series on the art of luxury real estate.
This is a diving platform. I've never seen anything like it.
Who wants to move here with me and start a commune?
Pound the pavement, pick up the phone.
That go and sell
For dolls.
I see you.
I love doing this. You don't understand.
I love that you're here. I love that I'm with Michelle Lee right now.
Joan Rivers called her the queen of the cul-de-sac. Today, we are catching up live with Michelle Lee, who played Karen on the long-running hit show Knots Landing.
I felt an enormous responsibility representing the woman I was representing on this show.
Okay, I love what they did here. I'm blown away, but I'll tell you what.
It's the ghost of Marlena Dietrich.
That's right. When I had this was my second kitchen.
You had 2 kitchens?
I had 2. That was my screening room.
You want to buy the house back?
Oh my God, I wish I could. I had a wall here. I know it sounds weird because this is so great and open, but I used this as the screening room's kitchen.
Oh.
Straight 13 feet for buffet when people would come in there and around here. So this went down into 3 levels.
Was it only closed?
No, you don't know.
Oh no, there's 3 steps.
Here
Yeah.
I go.
Yeah, I see
Step
what you're saying.
down.
Step down, step down.
There was
step
an aisle here, then there were seats here, and then next there were seats here, and then in here was the lowest.
Yes.
I'll tell you who the architect was. His name was, you could look it up, Eli Attia, Attia, Israeli American.
You need some clothes?
But I was doing so many movies.
Introducing McAfee Plus, all-in-one protection that goes beyond your devices.
Okay.
It protects you, your identity,
You just
and
stay at home
privacy.
tomorrow?
With McAfee Plus, you can enjoy life online confidently because safety has a feeling all its
Yeah,
own.
if she doesn't
I
feel
was
good.
using a lot of movies, and that's why when I did this side, he was.
Hey guys. I hope not. No. All good, all fresh and clean. Those are my favorite little underwear of hers. Yeah.
That's actually a picture of Devin. Markle. The lace lantern. Well, he's not in that.
All right, guys, I want to show you a few things on Meghan.
He looks kind of like me, doesn't he?
Yeah, I want to show you like we're going to play football. We want to play football. And this is the one in that.
Orlando Bloom can't stop partying.
All right.
These were the most heart-stopping moments of 2024. In February, a moose on the loose was seen barreling.
Everyone knows that I love that.
These were the most heart-stopping moments of 2024.
Yeah, that's what the proper wise guy said. He doesn't think that they need any money.
Can't have Harry stealing my thunder. Gotta get in here. Done. Now it's time to push away from this person so I can get my own photo op. Back on me.
Wow, did you see that? Watch it again. Pushing him out the way.
Can't have Harry stealing my thunder. Gotta get in here. Done. Now it's time to push away from this person so I can get my own photo op. Back on me. Can't have Harry stealing my thunder. Gotta get in here. Done. Now it's time to push away from this person so I can get my own photo op. Back on me.
Small grassroots organizations where you can see a higher level of impact, in my opinion, because there's a lot less red tape.
Now, the technique that Kate Middleton uses, it's so simple but hard to execute. Very simply, she does not react. She keeps her cool.
Can't have Harry stealing my thunder. Gotta get in here. Done. Now it's time to push away from this person so I can get my own photo.
Small grassroots organizations where you can see a higher level. Small grassroots organizations where you can see a higher level of impact.
She does live in from each other. I'm not even sure if Harry will appear in a single episode of when part 2 drops. But there seems to be, as I said, something that is... I think they're both hinting that they've broken up, or at least Meghan is. There just seems to be an undertone to it that these two, as I said, they don't seem to be a team anymore.
Her business might be in trouble, but Meghan Markle has still decided to sport more than £237,000 worth of jewellery alongside her crisp white shirt to cook that bizarre pasta recipe for one, as Link Lauren posted. Wearing $320,000 worth of jewellery while you cook pasta in a rented mansion is definitely relatable. Keep going, Meghan. And of course, where's Harry? That's what everyone wants to know. But these two, at war over their individual projects, joined now by royal YouTube sensation, according to Taz. Tash.
Hiya, Dan.
Great to see you. What was going on with the fact that she was wearing all of this jewelry? I mean, as the Daily Mail reported, while most home chefs will remove their gems before getting stuck in, Meghan decided to cook up a storm in her diamonds, gold Cartier jewelry, and her weighty engagement ring. On one hand, the former senior royal, who were...
While most home chefs will remove their gems, their bracelets, their rings, all of that, so it won't get in the food, getting stuck in, Meghan's decided to cook up a storm in her diamond gold Cartier jewelry in her wealthy engagement ring. On one hand, the former senior royal, used to be, who wore a crisp white shirt to cook her Mediterranean dish, sported Princess Diana's Cartier Tank Francis watch worth $24,000. which was gifted to her after she married Prince Harry. Wow, look at all the stuff she got after she married Harry. She got a whole watch. She stacked this on top of her 18 karat gold Cartier love bracelet, which retails for around $10,000. The bracelet screws symbolizes eternal love with a unique closure that locks around the wrist, representing lasting commitment. Meghan was also seen wearing her $3,000 Jennifer Mara mini bezel tennis bracelet, which is handcrafted from polished 18 karat gold, yellow gold, and was designed to Toby Maguire, ex-wife.
Chris white shirt to cook a Mediterranean dish sported Princess Diana's Cartier watch worth £17,800. That was on top of her 18 karat gold Cartier love bracelet, which retails at £7,000. The bracelet's screw motif symbolizes eternal love. Well, she certainly doesn't have that. Plus the Jennifer Meyer mini tennis bracelet, £2,370. Is this really relatable, Tash?
Oh, Dan, honestly, I mean, I wear all my jewels all the time. I think with Meghan, you know, she does live in Diana's tank watch and that tennis bracelet and the Cartier love bracelet, which always puzzled me because that was a gift from her first husband, Trevor Ingleson.
Maybe we should get her humidifier out. Yeah, I don't know if she's getting better because she's got a cough now. So we'll put that on when I get off. I'll put that on. Thank you for that, Rosemary. I appreciate that.
It signifies chastity, and because it's based on the old chastity belt.
One of her bracelets represent chastity. A chastity belt, meaning you won't have sex until you get married to your husband or your wife or whatever. So she has that kind of bracelet on, which looks kind of weird since she is married. And why do she needs to work with all this jewelry while she's cooking? Who does that? I feel like if I'm going to be cooking, sometimes I have to take off my wedding ring. Yes, Rosemary, I'm going to put on the humidifier tonight. Thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate it. Is Starbucks closed, babe? Starbucks doesn't have a salad.
I mean, that deli place has.
What deli?
What's it called?
Mediterranean?
No, or something.
They have salads?
Yeah, they do. I'll show you. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, and we'll put some big. Babe, did you put some Vicks on her?
I did. Yeah, just do some. I'll do some other things.
Okay, yeah, with the socks. Okay. Thank you, Judy Bird. Who makes dinner for one if you're married with children? Unless I knew that they didn't want the food that I was making, then I would. McAllister. Oh, this salad looks good. They open? Okay. I'm going to get me a pecan berry salad from McAllister.
It has to be screwed on and off. And the fact that she's still wearing this all these years later, married to Harry, cooking dinner for one, great to be picking up on that as well. Yeah, of course. I mean, you have got basic hygiene standards. I mean, if you're cooking for lots of people and stuff, I mean, it's different to when you're cooking for yourself. But Meghan, even when we saw her on her show cooking, her rings, even her friends, she's even had the people helping her cook, they're all wearing their jewelry. And I think that's pretty gross. I mean, I learned that in home economics at school when I was 11 years old. You take off your jewelry when you're cooking. As I said, this might be slightly different for she's cooking for herself, but at least she wasn't cooking a red pasta sauce, which she did do on With Love, Meghan. And that damn stressed me out so much in a big white billowing shirt. Meghan does have to show off how she has got lots of expensive jewels. And it is that kind of expression I see a lot of people using where they say about new money. But yes, I mean, each to their own, but I think they will have to get a crowbar to get Diana's jewelry off of her.
I know, it'll be interesting who wins that in the divorce. Now, Tash, there is certainly tension going on here, though, because Meghan has been coming under increasing criticism for refusing to publicly support Prince Harry at all in the Sentebale mess. And of course, he is just refusing to have anything to do with trying to help her get As Ever off the ground.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious that salt and pepper are no longer...
Does that make sense to you guys? I mean, what is the bully supposed to do? Bully Meghan supposed to do to help with the Sentebale thing? She's the cause of it. She's the reason for the season. She's the reason why everything went kaput in the handbasket. She can't help him with Sentebale. She the one wanted the note from Sophia. No, there's something seriously wrong here. I don't see her helping Harry. And I don't see Harry helping her. They're on a different trajectory as far as career is concerned. Remember, she said they're separating themselves for career reasons. So I don't see how she would insert herself into the Sentebale stuff unless she wants to get into some scrutiny. That's her Trevor bracelet. Yeah, like why would you be wearing another man's bracelet? Why not trade it in and get something different? Or why not sell it all together? Why wear it? But it's all about me. It's a me. It's all about me.
Moving together, the
God,
two
no.
palm trees seem like that they've gone in opposite directions, don't they? I mean, Harry not getting involved with As Ever, that could be Meghan. She thinks that she is the star after all. She thought that she was the star the moment she became his girlfriend, and then gradually tore away at his confidence, and then he just gave her the microphone in the end. So that might be her. I'd imagine Netflix want Harry more involved with the show because they know Harry is the only reason anybody watches anything that she does or reads anything that she talks about. It's because of him, more importantly, his connections to the royal family. But for her not supporting him, I mean, Harry's really been going through it. And I don't know if they're playing games. We know they like to cause speculation because they want people to talk about their relationship all the time. And then they pop up again, don't they? Looking more in love than ever before or having a nice smoochy picture. But I think there does seem to be something going on that seems to be a very, very big professional split, as it were. I mean, Harry didn't even feature in any of her birthday posts, her photographs. It was all very much Meghan on her own. And now you've got Meghan making a dinner for one. It's almost like she's hinting and she wants the world to know that perhaps it goes a bit further than just a professional split.
Yeah, indeed. Especially given that As Ever is in deep trouble. According to Rob Shooter,
As Ever is
this
in
week,
deep trouble.
The brand running out of cash, these are his words, Tash, drowning in debt, facing lawsuits from unpaid vendors. He quotes an insider describing it as a disaster with no leadership, no direction, and no money. He says they blew millions on PR without securing supply chains. It's business 101, and they skipped it. He also says that unless she secures a last-minute lifeline, the brand could fold within months. This isn't just rocky, one insider says, it's already sinking. And in reality, we know, Tash, that just a bit like David Beckham in the early years of Victoria's fashion brand, it is going to be Harry who has to end up bankrolling this utter commercial disaster. Big news, Outspoken is now available as a podcast too. So please do subscribe wherever you get yours, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and make sure you rate and review. I'll take 5 stars if you may.
Yes, I mean, he is the only reason why they have everything that they have. I mean, just because of his family, really, but also after they declared Megxit, it is very much the deals are for Harry. That's why Spotify was reportedly so upset that Harry only featured in one Christmas episode. And I think he had a quick walk-on part where he giggled in the background when Serena was on. So I think everybody is aware, Ted Sarandos, the Spotify executives, Harry is the big fish they want to catch. And I think Meghan just comes in secondary. It's like they almost have to put up with her to be able to get their hands on him. But again, I mean, there is definitely something going on where they are now completely separate from each other. I'm not even sure if Harry will appear in a single episode of when part 2 drops. But there seems to be, as I said, something that is... I think they're both hinting that they've broken up, or at least Meghan is. There just seems to be an undertone to it that these two, as I said, they don't seem to be a team anymore.
No, there's big
They've
trouble.
never been a team.
There's big trouble, and I think there's a huge amount of tension going on. What's going to be very interesting for me, Tash, is when we see With Love Meghan next week. Does Netflix really care about this brand? And I don't think they do. Because if they did really care about this brand, they would actually use the episodes of the shows to push her products and to potentially try and sell.
Her As Ever show is coming out next week. Are we going to try to watch it and see what's going on with it? Is it going to be good? Or is it going to be the same spaghetti dishes that she made in the first one? You would think that she would. Is that all you can make is spaghetti? It's really interesting. And then, like they said, she's cooking in hundreds and $300,000 and $400,000 jewelry. Who does that? Only her. She ain't used to nothing. I think the watch would have been good, or just a bracelet, but not all that jewelry on her arm. It could get in the food. But anyway, she's coming back next week as Ever is going to be showing, and it is what it is.
Sell her products. Now, I don't see that happening. I'm happy to be proven wrong, but of course, all of the episodes were filmed before any of the As Ever products were even available, had even been imagined.
Payne said he doesn't want...
Yes, that's very true. I mean, the whole thing has been chaotic. It was originally American Riviera Orchard, and then this got pushed through, I think, at the final hour. She obviously had a backup, and it was other social media users that had found the trademark, and then Meghan had to do the video cats out of the bag. Everything does seem chaotic, and there does seem to be some truth to the stories that As Ever is definitely struggling. I did read, I think it was even an Archwell spokesperson, not Archwell, but somebody, well, they always say a source, don't they? And it was to do with Meghan is actually changing suppliers for her teas. Once it got found out that she was using one of the other suppliers that basically package white label goods, don't they? They just stick whoever's label on it and ship it out. She was reportedly changing. So I do believe that Meghan never really secured her supply chain, because I don't think any of the projects that Meghan starts, she intends to finish. She wants people to take care of everything for her, but then she reaps all of the benefits, all of the rounds of applause, the awards. She wants to turn up for the magazines and the red carpet events to say, oh, look, she's wonderful, she's amazing, she's an amazing founder. But despite what she says on the podcast, I don't think Meghan follows through with anything. This, to me, from start to finish, has just been a rushed mess. From the moment she did that video to clash with Prince William's speech at the Diana Awards, there has been no consistency with American Riviera Orchard, or now you have As Ever. And like you said, Netflix are not promoting the products. And you think if they were confident that this show and their investment in Meghan's As Ever line, they would have talked about perhaps doing a season 3. They do announce before shows have even finished season 2, don't they? When they know it's going to be popular, they commit to say, oh, hey, this is definitely going to be in the works. You know, they've signed this. They didn't. All they've said is we are going to unfortunately be stuck with a holiday Christmas special, which I'm sure, much like myself, Dan, I'm sure you cannot wait for.
That no one asked for. Because if there's one person who doesn't in any way suggest a Christmas type of vibe, a celebratory vibe, a family vibe, it's Ms. Meghan Markle.
I don't get that at all. She's not very family oriented. She's not friendly oriented. She doesn't have like this big space with people that love and care about her. She's a person that doesn't care about family and friends. So what is this all about? Her being very friendly and open to this Christmas deal. I don't see her being this entrepreneur / loving, caring person that wants to cook for the world. Not seeing it. She wants to save her marriage. You know what? For some reason, I think that they've had plenty of arguments to the point where Harry had to leave and go stay in LA. Remember that time they were saying that he had an apartment in LA? I do believe that. I think there's some major issues with his wife, the controlling part of it. She's a controller. Let's hear what else they have to say.
Markle, who's fallen out with anyone who was ever close to her, with anyone who she used to spend Christmas with. I wouldn't even be surprised if Doria doesn't turn up this year. She seems so sick of it all.
Yep, she seems to have disappeared. I mean, she featured a few times, didn't she, in little Instagram posts. But yeah, you don't see much of Doria anymore. But then I suppose Meghan's never really liked sharing the spotlights. And I think her mother was getting a bit more attention than her, because it was her mother, Doria, that was actually photographed with the Kardashians, with Kris Jenner and Kim Kardashian. Meghan wasn't photographed with them. I mean, the Kardashians didn't even tag her in that cheesy fruit basket post that she did recently. She couldn't even afford for the Kardashians to promote her produce, which again is funny. And it also shows that I think it's not just Netflix that aren't interested in her products. I don't think the market she's going for, which is going to be celebrities posting her stuff, I don't think she's got the money to have that sort of PR. And the fact that Khloe did actually post the picture but nothing else to it tells me that no one really...
It's not going to work out. It's just not working out for her, unfortunately. It isn't. And she's trying very hard to be relevant. But everybody knows she has failed and flopped. And her marriage is on the line. I do believe that. She's one for all. She's all for one in herself and one for all, only herself. LOL. I like that, Diane. Very nice comment.
Really has a lot of faith in Meghan's produce or her products for as ever.
But first, we've partnered with Gundry MD to share this information with you. Would you believe me if I told you inside your pantry right research and findings? The video has gone viral. Click on the link in the description box. It was that whole feeling of like, oh, someone who you don't like that much, but you sort of want to keep on side, has sent you something that you don't like that much, but you sort of think, well, if I just acknowledge that I received this and I don't actually have to say anything, I'm just putting it out there to the world and it can be taken anyway. There was not even any type of Kardashian endorsement. And of course, Meghan immediately posted it. She made her own annotation, but I totally agree. I don't think this was the Kardashians saying we back this project. By the way, the Royal Grift, I just had to play you this, Tash. I don't know if you saw it, but they've used, you know, the joy of AI
I know,
to
Lizzie.
put together
She doesn't
what
wash
they
her
think
hands.
Meghan Markle's Christmas
She just
special
starts
on
to
Netflix
cook.
would look like. Let's have a look at this, Tash. Let's see if we agree. So here's the holiday season. Yes, Harry outside on the doorstep. A brand new kind of holiday. They say, okay, oh, Meghan with the knife, be very afraid. Oh, here's the voodoo dolls. The William and Catherine voodoo dolls. How good is this?
So creepy.
Yeah. Is that meant to be, or is that the children?
I love it.
The fake children, maybe. I thought initially it was a it was a Harry, it was William and Catherine, but I thought this was just so classic, wasn't it? Very, very funny, because this is the reality for her.
The reality.
Christmas is about one person, Tash.
It's very true. It's very true. I mean, like you said, this is, I said before in one of my
coffee
videos.
cake Christmas.
She just, roast chicken. She's featured the roast chicken, of course.
Oh yeah, the roast chicken that wasn't made for the engagement, because there's all of the stories about that. Home Alone.
Very clever.
Very,
it is very clever, but it's also terrifying at the same time. So
yeah, well done to the Royal Grift for that. I thought that was very, very funny. Tash, this week, this publicity stunt, this Prince Harry, Prince Philip publicity stunt, got you utterly infuriated.
It did. It's anything to do with the veterans, and when Harry uses people. I mean, this was such an incredible day in history, commemorative day. I mean, the 80th anniversary of VJ Day, and Harry just finds a way to make it about him. It wasn't even that. He's quite clearly done a stunt to overshadow the king and queen, which he clearly did, despite saying that that's not his intentions. Oh, that was exactly your intentions.
That's what your intentions were.
But it's it's the fact that Harry, even on these days, he will make the headlines about him. And I just think it just shows his self-centered nature. The same as when he did it all those years ago when the Queen Elizabeth II, said you cannot lay a wreath. Wreaths are not personal. And that was at the cenotaph. So Harry kicked up a stink. He went running to the media.
Wow.
We had stories about how Harry was being cut off by even his grandmother. She cruelly denied his request, knowing the fact that none of those wreaths are personal, that the royal family lay. And then he's done it here. I think it's just, again, a middle finger to his father and, of course, Queen Camilla.
Oh, of course it was. And Tash, can I just, because you know one of the things that I've got to be honest about on this show is the workings behind these things. And everyone knows this was a direct link from Team Harry and Meghan to the royal correspondent of GB News, who is a completely vile little twit called Cameron Walker. And what people need to know, Tash, because remember, I worked at GB News for a very long period, is this little guy is BFFs with Omid Scobie. And so this is all part of the new push by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's UK PR team. We saw them part of that meeting with Tobin Andre outside Buckingham Palace.
Oh,
and
wow,
just
he
like,
looks old.
don't treat us for fools. If Harry had wanted this letter to be private, it would have stayed private. And what they do, Tash, is they get friends, the UK friends, to leak immediately. We've seen this with Charlotte Griffiths. We've now seen it with Cameron Walker.
With Meghan.
There has been a big push behind the scenes at GB News for a whole load of very warped corporate reasons to try and get much closer to Harry and Meghan, just like we're seeing with the Daily Mail. And so you can't trust this guy's reporting. He's team Harry and Meghan.
It was the fact that it was an exclusive. The thing is, this was laid on Friday. Harry had got, I'm presuming, a paid member of staff to do this. They said friends, but I find that highly unbelievable, to lay it after the King and Queen had left. And the story wasn't picked up. I think Harry thought it would be picked up. And the fact that it took until Monday for somebody to even notice or to care about reporting, it's only because, as you saw with the GB reporting, it was an exclusive. I think that that was someone in Team Montecito who then put in the phone call because it had gone either largely unnoticed or people didn't care enough. And this is, I think, something that Harry is really struggling with. People no longer associate him with the royal family. They see him more now as very similar to his wife. He's become a celebrity. He's lost that royal shine. People do not like to associate him to the royal family because he's burnt all of his bridges there and tried to burn the monarchy to the ground. And I think perhaps people did see it, but just no one actually cared enough to even comment on it, let alone report about it. So a phone call was clearly put in to one of their friends, as you call them, Dan.
Exactly. They're friends who just happen to be on the payroll and have been speaking to Charlotte Griffiths every week for the past 8 months. And we know there are a few people working on behalf of Harry and Meghan. They haven't hidden this. Alex Rayner is one. And he's someone who has lots of dealings with the media. So there absolutely is an attempt to get the MSM, the regime media, back on side in this country. And to some extent, it is working. However, Tash, the problem is Harry's empire is collapsing around him.
It is.
So Centre Barley, he's out. It's finished for him. He can try and come up with a rival, but I don't think that's going to work.
No, it's
and
not that
Dr.
easy.
Sophie Chandoka, I think, is a far more credible figure than he is. Then you come to African Parks. And Tash, it is still astonishing to me. I mean, I will give credit to the Mail on Sunday, who did very good work on this, but it is still astonishing to me that the mainstream media have not realized the extent of this story. So I give credit to Newsweek this week, because you know I'll always give credit where it's due. I think they've been terribly in the tank for Harry and Meghan over the past few months, but this story was brave and very important. Prince Harry urged to quit charity where abuse allegations were upheld. The story quotes this man, Jonathan Mazowa, who is the communications director at Survivor International, telling Newsweek, "We think that Prince Harry and anyone involved in African Parks should either commit the organization to a completely new way of doing business or step down." So this story isn't going away, Tash. I think it's going to be our job in the independent media to keep a spotlight on this.
We are going to cover the Santa. The investigation was done, but there's still stories coming out about Santa Bala and how Harry destroyed this entire charity with his bullying and harassing him and his wife. They're both guilty of this.
Because eventually, I think this becomes a massive scandal for Harry, and deservedly so. Because remember, he still hasn't said a word. He's the president.
He's actually, and I think he stepped down last year as president. He's still on the board of directors, though. He's still got a very, very prominent role. And we saw when he went to New York last year, he was still promoting them. He was photographed on stage. And I can't get my head around it. I cannot get my head around that Harry would continue to link his name and to promote them for the atrocities that they have been committing, not just against the Baka people, but it's not just in the Congo. They have found cases where anywhere they've got the Rangers working for this organization, they have been treating the indigenous people absolutely horrifically, committing crimes against humanity. And Harry hasn't stepped down, yet you saw him quit Centre Bali because Dr. Sophie Chanduka stood up for herself. If he loved that organisation as much as he did, how is it that Harry, whilst crying about his life's work was stolen from Centre Bali, he didn't bother seeing those children for 6 years? But he's kicked how many stories every day have we had when that scandal broke of Harry trying to be a victim? You've got real victims here. You are talking about the Baka people, the Congo. I mean, the story broke my heart to see the atrocities being committed out there. And Harry still promotes them. And I honestly, truly find that shocking.
And then we had this report from Paula Frolic
of
News Nation this week, Tash. We can take a look at it.
Oh, Paula.
Suggesting, and I know Angela Levin has been on this story for a long time as well, that things are getting really bad behind the scenes at the Invictus Games as well. Watch this.
People are really starting to feel like they're kind of being used for good PR. You know, they don't really see him. They don't understand what the projects are doing right now. And they're saying, you know what? Once or twice a year, he and Meghan, or Prince Harry, flies in alone and swoops in to be like, these are the games, and get really great PR. And they're kind of annoyed. So other papers have reported that in the last 2 years, over 2,000 members of the Invictus Games have quit because they're very upset about feeling
10,000 members of the games have quit Invictus. They're upset because of why?
Used by the couple for, again, good PR. And it's really kind of, in 2 years, over 2,000 members of the Invictus Games have quit because they're very upset about.
Guys, have you noticed that everything is all about Meghan's PR? 10,000 people from Invictus quit because of Meghan and their PR stunts. That's interesting to me.
Feeling kind of used by the couple for, again, good PR. And
they're being used by the couple for good PR. These veterans are really hurt and coming through some post-trauma from when they were at war or whatever. But what's interesting about this is that Meghan and Harry makes everything about them.
It's traumatizing. You know, Harry has said multiple times he just wants to dedicate his life to the charities. But this year has not gone well. You have Senseless, the charity he co-founded with Princeso and in Lesotho, and that, as we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, kind of went downhill. He had a fight with the chairwoman. It became public.
Woo!
And he quit the charity along with a bunch of board members.
He had a fight with the chairwoman. He had a whole fight with her. Can you believe that? Shame.
And just last week, the UK Charity Commission kind of blamed both sides, both Harry and the charity chairwoman, Sophie Chanduka, for bringing this fight public. Now, they did clear Harry of bullying. However, that's one charity. The next charity is Africa Parks. He's on the board of Africa Parks. He loves Africa Parks. And you know, last month it came out that Africa Parks employees in the Congo and Central African Republic had been raping locals. So this is not a good look.
Wow.
And then, of course, there's Archwell, his own charity, which I exclusively broke the news that Archwell has not researched the people that they were giving money to properly. And they had given over $50,000 to a woman who really is anti-Israel. And, you know, some say is anti-Semitic. So there's been a lot of problems of him wanting to dedicate his life to charity, but having some issues.
So Invictus in big trouble too, Tash.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. I mean, she's completely right. When I think of Prince William, say Earthshot Prize or his Homewards projects, you have every 3 months, every couple of months, you have big meetings that are well publicized. You have fundraisers, you have all sorts of things going on. Yes, the Earthshot Prize has the award show once a year. Homewards is slightly different, I guess, but if we focus on the Earthshot Prize here, He's always doing stuff to promote it. He's always doing things that are released into the newspapers. He's doing shows. He's working on those projects to make sure there is constant attention on them. And if for any charity or organization to be a success, you need the public to be aware of it. You need to see good things that they're doing. And I think it's incredibly sad, and she is spot on, that Harry and Meghan do no promotion, no fundraising for the Invictus Games. Meghan's happy to swan around with her celebrity connections when it suits. When was the last time she got any of them to open up their checkbooks to go towards the veterans? Now, I know in the USA, lots of people are not interested in the Invictus Games because they have the Warrior Games, which is the blueprint for the Invictus Games. And a lot of Americans that I've spoken to feel that their attention should always remain on their own veterans. That's completely fair enough. But for Harry not to do any sort of fundraising, any events outside of him and Meghan turning up, which they turn into their own personal PR platform. We saw it recently, didn't we? Where yet again, everybody had been talking that rumors of divorce were getting louder. Meghan, I think there were about 3 or 4 different times throughout the Invictus where she's given him a big old smooch on the stage. And they use the veterans, as well as obviously Meghan. It's a complete and utter catwalk show where I know that she gives the details of what she's wearing to the media for them to print, because we saw a press release that got released a couple of years ago where it was stating that Meghan tells people what she's wearing. So she uses the veterans. And I just think that's very sad. And that's certainly not what the games should be about. We just don't see enough promoting.
I think they do promote a lot. They promote a lot on Netflix. I see a lot of Invictus on that, but Invictus isn't doing well. Allegedly, CEO of Invictus told him he was to pay for their private jet, and they don't want Meghan. Wow. They don't want you there, Meghan. You're in the way. Jay Breezy says Meghan gave up now and go back to school. That is all you have left, girl. You gonna go back to school, Meghan? She probably want to be called a doctor. That's not on her list. She is a train wreck.
The veterans, the families, or more importantly, their stories. That's what people want to see. That's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear about Meghan giving another anecdote about how she kissed the children goodnight before she got on her next private jet. Nobody cares.
Very well put. Very well put, Tash. And of course, if you do want the stories that you're simply not going to get from the Royal Rota, then please do sign up to my Substack, www.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my live. We've been here 3 hours chit-chatting, and I hope you enjoyed the different mixes. Leave me a comment and let me know if you want me to just stick to Meghan's content, or if you're liking me branch out and talking about other things. We are going to keep up with Candace Owens and her defamation case. Samantha is going to be suing Meghan. They'll go to court in August, see if it's going to be, she's going to get in trouble or not. It's in August, next week, I believe. And let's see what else we got. That's pretty much it that's coming up as far as they are concerned. So guys, have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. If it's Monday, have a great Monday. Thank you, lovely people, for joining me. And don't forget to hit the like button. Replay gang, check me out. Enjoy the video, and kisses to you all. Thank you, Doodoo Bird, for being an awesome, awesome mod. Thank you, Doodoo Bird, as well, for being an awesome mod. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you, JBZ. Thank you, Heather. Thank you, Diane. Oh, I'm so glad that you had a great time. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys have had a wonderful time. We didn't have that many people here tonight, but that's okay. It's still great. I don't care if one person shows up. The show must goes on. We're going to have plenty to say about our show. Even if it's just 15, 10, 20 of us, we still have it going on over here. Now, I'm going to go try to find me something really light to eat. Very, very light. Or I may just skip it all together because it's so late. Good night, everyone.